All right, Larry, hope everyone is settled in for a great Draft Champions contest. Here, lucky to witness it. I'm Brandon Gaudin with Charles Davis. These guys that you see on your screen, they won't be witnessing. They will be participating in what should be an excellent game. Let's get down to the field. It's time for kick. Two teams. And this kick goes out of bounds, and that's obviously why the flag comes out here.
And now you can see the defense greeting the kicker as they go out to play. The starting field position for the offense is excellent, puts a lot more pressure on the defensive guys.
Yeah, and if the kicker thinks he's lonesome, he's really lonesome after a play like this.
He better hope that he's lonesome, because who's ever standing next to him is probably on the defensive side, and they're none too happy.
Now with the play clock at 4, we're going to get a timeout called. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right.
Blue 95. Blue 95.
Throwing now, Palmer on first down. And right away, he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. The fumble, but they're able to maintain possession. Now it's second down.
Get ready. Blue 58. Blue 58. Deep. 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 Deep.
They go play action now. Palmer finding time. Over the middle, and it's caught. Brandon Marshall. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And that one results in 35 yards.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
They'll run for the first time with Hill. And a short gain down to about the 33. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Let's go. Let's go. Blue 95. Blue 95.
And they're going to go soft on the corners. Play clock winding down. They run it again with Hill. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
And that's the way to get things started the first time you touch the football on the road. And you have to believe all week long, all they've talked about is, okay, going into a hostile environment. We're the visiting team. How do we take control of this ball game early? That's one way right there. No fear, guys. And if they had any, it's probably gone after that run.
Over the middle, it's complete. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though?
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
Blue 58. Blue 58.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. They'll throw on first down here with Palmer. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
It's interesting. interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
On second down, Palmer. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though.
Let's go.
Now Palmer on 3rd and long. Forced out to his left. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. And look at this. They're keeping the punter on the sideline. They're going to go for it here on the opening drive.
And him running the football is not something that defenses spend a lot of time.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Tim Brown from 8 yards out. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. They set up the screen to Ajayi. Muscles him off. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
It's hard to play in the NFL now as a running back and not catch the football as well. Jay Ajayi shows what you can do when you have both of those skills.
Good in space, isn't he?
He really is able to catch the ball, and he helps create blocks downfield. A lot of times that's what people miss. It's not just making other guys miss you. It's setting up guys to block those guys downfield with the moves you make, and Jay Ajayi does that very well. Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make something.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. 2nd down following the run. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. It's caught left side by Cooks. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively. But instead, it just brings up 4th down. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. They dump off underneath to Ajayi. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Jay Ajayi, 33 yards. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's good. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is taken at his 4. And his guys are going to start at the yard line. Now this offense ready to take over again. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. They begin the drive with Hill. Trucks through him.
Oh, man, right through him.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Let's go.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it and run time, and he picks up a first down.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make the play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Now they'll throw it with Palmer. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout. Shift together here from the D-line. On 1st and 10, it's Palmer. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
Here we go.
Now Palmer to throw on 2nd down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
You got to give some credit there, able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They go play action with Palmer. He's got time in the pocket. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on...
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Allen Bailey in there to drop him for a loss on the play. On 2nd down, Hill. 8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Timing is crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down in bounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1.
Well, they won't get the touchdown, but they'll get the next best thing as they're able to convert on 4th down, and they'll be left with a 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
They'll run it with Hill into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Here's Palmer. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion.
And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. Jeremy Hill in the final seconds of the first half. And his guys have taken the lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
That's caught inside the 20. And he's taken down deep in there. What's that? Now? Oh, we're back. Okay, well, something happened to Larry in the halftime show, I guess. We're ready for the 3rd quarter. Let's go. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them.
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tramon Williams. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Man, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. Coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield. Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. And the play clock's running down. Now Palmer to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. It's a gain of 5, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling.
Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
And on 3rd and 3, they decided to go with a dime package.
Yeah.
6 DBs.
Yeah, you're right. They've got 6 out there. Palmer now to throw on third down. Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. Down the numbers. There he goes. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And they will score a pick six for a Bears touchdown. Short throw pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
And he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Fielded about a yard deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Bears. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Back to throw now on first down. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And that one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Every now and then when we see a really good run, we really tend to focus on
nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, and now with his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1. And now they're in the hurry up. Now it's Palmer. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Palmer and the offense staying put. They're going to try for it on 4th down. Back now here on EA Sports. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. Time running out here on the play clock. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. it in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Marshall. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Second down now after the pass completion.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. And here now the offense heading back out there. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
It's just smart football, but you know the defense...
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas, to the 20-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Sam Acho. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Sam Acho in there yet again. My goodness, make it 5 sacks for him now in this one game alone. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Sam Acho in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
Oh, boy, he got a favorable spot there. The guys on the sidelines were raising their hands over their head and clasping their hands to signal. Yard line.
So they're challenging the spot. If you're a coach, you hesitate to throw the flag anytime it's a spot discernment.
You certainly do, because you feel like that's not one you're likely to win, and you may need that challenge flag for later in the game.
Here's Jordan Berry now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now this offense ready to head back out there. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be...
Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at... And now the Bears going to signal for another timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
3rd and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
Expecting pass. Now Palmer. And Marshall's got it. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. There goes Jeremy Hill. And he cuts it right into space. And touchdown. Jeremy Hill, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And his guys find a way to to stretch that lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll look to throw, and he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, any caused incompletion is good for a defense, but when you add to it, you get a little hit on the quarterback, knock him to the ground, make him think a little bit, hopefully knock him off his game, especially in a game of this magnitude, this tight in the fourth quarter. Got to feel pretty good as a defense.
Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch.
That was a terrific catch. I mean, to go up there and get it one-handed like that, but I almost want to go into that riff about back in my day, the gloves weren't quite like this.
When did gloves really become prevalent, just in general?
I think in the 80s. I think as we started to move through the 80s, especially as we got towards the latter part of that. But a lot of those were really like baseball batting gloves to begin with. There's not much of a tacky area on the glove. In fact, there was none. I actually remember in cold weather games wearing the old scuba gloves, which you'd wear in the diving, but they would split too easily in the course of a game. Then the glove manufacturers got smart and started adding to it. And here we are today.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11.
Let's go. Blue 58. Blue 58.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Hill. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5. Well, as always, partner, an extreme pleasure to share a booth with you. I have to say, I am impressed. Thank you very much, Larry Ridley. I'm Brandon Gaudin with Charles Davis. We are ready for this draft champions matchup as you get a quick peek at some of the stars in today's game. We're ready to go. Let's get down to kickoff. The getting to know each other process is over. Time to get down to it. And we're off in week 3 of Draft Champions. That's fielded in the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. They come out here in the eye. Now the first carry here for Frank Gore. And he'll cut it out to the sideline. There goes Frank Gore. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Frank Gore, 75 yards. And the Seahawks have taken a first quarter lead. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. So the flag is for roughing the kicker, a big 15-yard penalty.
And I'm not sure that was the time to go all out after the kicker. Plenty of time left in this game.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First carry now. This is Hill. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. On to tackle that time, Paul Soliai.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Palmer now. And this is caught. First catch by Brandon Marshall. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
Now a first down carry. It's Hill. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Second down following the run. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, look at the strength.
No.
And he's brought down. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
Really good, solid run right there. And they did it from a 4-wide receiver set. And if you're an offensive coordinator, they used to tell people, hey, we're going to throw the football. Now they use 4 receivers on the field to spread things out, give them more running lanes and more options. And also, it usually takes the bigger defenders off the field, makes the defense lighter and easier to run against.
Now Hill. Hill's hit, and he lost the football. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it, and somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
And he gets the first down yardage. Needs before he's brought down at the 6. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Right now, 1-18. 1-18.
So the offense has it, 6-yard line, 1st and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can. Fight only to about the 4. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis back with you as it's OKC football here to begin quarter number 2. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. From the 4, it's 2nd and goal. Hill to try again. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
On 3rd and goal, Palmer flushed out right. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Jeremiah Tauchu in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. And this has no chance. It's no good, well wide to the left, and this score will stay right where it is. So what a let-off there. You figure that was an easy 3 points. Instead, it turns into nothing.
And from that close of range, if you start it left, your goose is cooked. And this thing, well, it never had a chance to straighten itself out.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Another carry now for Gore. And a cut to the sideline. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. It's a big play there for Seattle. 47 yards. On 1st down, it's Gore. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Now they run with a backup. It's Chris Ivory. And they'll get him down right about the 20. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. 2 minutes to go here in the 1st half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. They'll try and pick up the 1st with Gore. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And now back out comes the offense. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there, we've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
And on 2nd and 10 now. Play action. It's Palmer. Over the middle, and it's caught. Brandon Marshall. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45.
Love the call by the offensive coordinator, recognizing the situation very well, calling for the play-action pass, and completing it.
Now a play fake here on 1st down, surveying the field. And that's complete to the right side. It's Marshall. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And the completion, nice throw, nice catch, but... Charles, big thanks goes to the men up front.
They allowed the quarterback to throw out of the rocking chair, so to speak. Plenty of time to survey the field and find an open man.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. They go play action here on 1st down. He's got time. And this is complete. It's Marshall. And he's brought down after a good game. Give him 27 yards that time. And that'll set him up now 1st and goal. They'll try to pound it in with Hill. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
But there's another example of why they haven't scored any points so far. I think it's time to abandon the run game.
And it's a touchdown. Carson Palmer punching it in from a yard away. And his guys have made this a one-score game now.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And they'll have excellent field position to begin this drive as he's all the way up to midfield at the 50. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. And they went big on 1st down, proves unfruitful.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And now a 1st down following that long gain. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Now Palmer to throw. Finding time. This is caught inside the 15. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. Maxwell's kick is good. So a very tough.
Jeez, don't you at least want your guys to get a drink of water? Probably pretty thirsty.
Whatever, your wish, our command. Third quarter now. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Now this offense ready to take over again. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Give them 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Palmer will throw. He's got time in the pocket. Rifling one complete into the hands of Marshall. And they get 28 yards on that one. And that enables them to also pick up the first. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. He's fumbled already once, Charles. I'm not going to say that that was in his mind there, but I'm sure that during some of these plays he is mindful of it.
And once you fumble the ball, you know what your team tells you and your coaching staff? Take care of it. Rest of the game. And it does get in your mind a little bit, and sometimes that slows down your effort in trying to get free from tacklers.
And the defenders know it, too. They sniff that out, don't they?
Everybody wants to swarm the football. You know what the rule is. First guy, hold up the runner.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Chris Long in there to sack him for a loss of 6. They come out here in the eye. They'll start on the ground with Gore. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And there's a nice stop for the defense. They've had a tough time containing this guy all game long, but maybe they can build a little bit off of that play, a little bit of confidence, a little bit of momentum. Yeah, every now and then you can actually tackle that guy.
They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Anthony Barr got a real education at UCLA and playing not just his normal position of stand-up outside linebacker, but down defensive end. So he had to incorporate a variety of moves, take on bigger people. So he learned great leverage while he was there. That really helps him when he's trying to stop people running the ball.
Born in South Bend, Indiana. Thought about going back to go to Notre Dame, but you're right. Great career at UCLA and now a great career in the NFL. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now Gore. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I think there's a lesson there. Some days you're just having a really tough time, and for the defense, today has been that day. But after that play, what do you learn? You can still make plays even when the other guy's having success against you. And that's one of the few times they've been able to contain him. He's had a heck of a game, and maybe he's getting a little bit tired from how many times he's carried the ball. And I always think back to what all those old coaches say. The ball's not that heavy. Keep carrying it, kid.
5 wides in the game, 4 of them to the right side.
Green 39.
Back now in Atlanta. We've got a 3rd and 11.
Let's go. Blue landed.
On 3rd down, Cousins surveying the field. Look at the time. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
So much of this game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
3-19. 3-19. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky, gone.
Cousins to throw for it on fourth. He's got time. And no, it's incomplete. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. Boy, you talk about not playing it safe. Why were they going for it there, Charles?
It's got to be a full evaluation of their team. Do they trust their defense in this situation? Maybe they think they've given all they can in this game and they don't have anything left. Do they not trust that the other team's quarterback is just so hot that no matter where they get the ball, they go downfield? Remember when Bill Belichick went for it in that game, right, against Indianapolis on the road, and everybody said, why'd you go for it there? I think he just thought to himself, on the other side, if they get the ball, they're going downfield anyway. He was trying to end the game right there with his own offense. We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and they'll be faced with a third and inches.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. And the defense lines up looking for one final stop.
And they will be playing for the pass in this situation, not expecting any type of a run.
Palmer now to throw on third down. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here. And they're on third and short. They just tried to spread the field. It worked.
And I think that the spreading of the field, the extra receivers, has really become the next in the evolutionary chain in the NFL. Go all the way back in that situation, you're handed to the fullback, right? As we evolve, maybe you pitched it to your tailback. Now you spread the field, and you have your choice.
And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So they're on the 5-yard line here, second down and goal. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's third and goal. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll try to run it. It's Hill. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Jeremy Hill taking it in from a yard out. And his guys have taken the lead here in the fourth. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. They'll hand it off now. Hill. And he is not going to make it. So they won't be able to move this lead up to a touchdown as it'll remain a 5-point ball game. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Now on second down, this is Gore. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. They come up in an offset eye. He'll look to throw. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. They're going to hurry back to the line now. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Tramon Williams. And to the 12. Thank you, Larry. So the picks are in. We welcome you to this Draft Champions contest. I'm Brandon Gaudin, along with Charles Davis, ready to call the action. And let's get to it. Down to the field. It's time for kickoff. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. Set to return. This is Brandon Cooks. Ooh, the juke. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll run with Rawls. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
With that kind of run on first down, that's a winning type of a run. That just sets things up for them moving forward as they begin the drive.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Back to throw now on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. Going to Rawls on the dump-off. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. They set up the screen to Rawls. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's second down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And he's going to be out of bounds down to the 25. That one goes for 24 yards. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far in the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
First down, this is Rawls. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down. A well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
This is caught. It's Cooks. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's first and goal.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able able to find him in this type of a situation. You know, I don't think this is the last time we'll see that in this game. This guy has mobility, and they want to use his legs in the game plan. So there'll be designed runs as well as his scrambles.
Let's go.
On the ground, rolls. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Trying to finish off this opening drive from the 3. This is 3rd and goal. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Trying to get it. There he goes, right side. Picked off by Tramon Williams. The 40. The 20. 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
This one taken just inside the 10. They find some open field here. Back here with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We've had the kickoff to begin the first quarter. Now it's time for the second quarter. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right? Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Shift together here from the D-line.
Let's go.
Now back to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. Will Johnson from 4 yards out. And his guys are an extra point away now from taking the lead. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20. Call it the 21-yard line. Now, Palmer on 1st down. Buying time to his left. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
The throw is Palmer. Now he'll throw deep left side. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Tim Brown, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
On 3rd down, here's Hill. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Give them a lot of credit. They ended up running the ball on a key third down situation. They were staring 3 and out in the face and found a way to flip the script and keep the ball moving on offense.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. So a pause here for us as well. Time to pay some bills. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. Now a play fake here on first down. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for the touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver, 46 yards. And his guys have taken the lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Defensively, certainly not fooled there. Play started at the 2, and he was tackled at the 2.
That has to feel good for them. Not happy about having given up the touchdown, but stopping the 2-point conversion gives them a little bit of a lift as they head to the bench.
Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, give up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. And he finds a man on the crossing route. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
We always hear from coaches how much they like to run crossing routes because they want to hit their receivers on the go, get them the ball, and keep them moving. How about when you hit a tight end that way? Okay, the receivers are going to run past you most of the time. The tight end, they can do their damage a different way. Break a few tackles and really scatter some people, can't they?
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult...
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And the offense now will try to regroup after the sack on second down. On third down, he'll drop to throw. This will be caught inside the 10. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
Let's go!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. They'll drop to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Field goal unit not out there. They want 6 before halftime.
Let's go!
They'll throw now on the final play. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down.
The name of the game, as always on defense, put pressure on the quarterback. And that's exactly what they've done today. Looks like they've got him a little bit rattled. That would have been the 2nd interception in the first half.
So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating. So this guy's just sitting there, right? He's got like 30 hot dogs in front of him. And what's that? What? apparently we're back. Okay, so Larry's halftime show got cut off. Sorry, we were doing story time here in the booth. We are ready, though, for the third quarter. So here they come, the road team now getting the football first to start this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now Palmer to throw on second down. And he can't get away from the pressure. Palmer sacked. Chris Baker able to get in there and drop him for a 2-yard loss. And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. So here we go on 4th down. Palmer. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And got his man complete. A big connection on that one. 30 yards.
And they pick up the first down on a 4th down play. I don't know if the defense relaxed because they thought maybe they'd stopped them on 3rd down, or if they just didn't protect the sticks very well. But, boy, that's a big-time pickup right there.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now Palmer. Over the middle, and it's caught. Brandon Marshall. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. A good pickup there at 22.
And when an offense is doing a nice job selling the play-action pass, a lot of responsibility shifts to the linebackers. They're the ones that have to determine run or pass and get to the proper places on the field.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. And quickly, they get to the line.
Here we go. Blue 95. Blue 95.
On 2nd down, here's Palmer. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
Let's go. Let's go.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Palmer. Underneath here to Hill. Right through it.
Boom, bam, biff.
A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Ray Nitschke in there to get him for a loss of 5. And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. On 2nd down, Palmer steps away to his left. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and goal.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
An extra defensive back on the field here for 3rd and goal. Now Palmer. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now 4th down.
Anytime a ball is thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. 4th down. Here's Palmer. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. He's at the 40, past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So they go for it on 4th and goal, hoping to get 6, and it's 6 the other way.
If hindsight is 20/20, they would have gone in and kicked the field goal, but by being aggressive, it actually cost them. Give up 6 points going the other way.
And he atones for his miss the first time around, as this one is up and good to extend their lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And here now the offense heading back out there. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. On 1st and 10, it's Palmer. Palmer's hit, fumble. He loses the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. Exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Palmer will throw. Finding time. Now he's going to throw deep right side. Looking for Marshall, but it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Now this offense ready to head back out there. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But I also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now. They're going to...
And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Mark Barron in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Fresh set of downs here. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Let's go!
They give it to Rawls. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
But I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often
Now defensively here, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Third down, here's Rawls. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
They'll try to run with Rawls. And now whistles blow here. Play is stopped, and we're going to get a timeout. That'll be their 2nd, so 1 more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. A 10th carry for Thomas Rawls. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside.
Let's go! Blue 58!
And it's 3rd down and goal from the 4. Rawls. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. Less than an extra point attempt here. This is an 18-yarder. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. Less than an extra point attempt here. This is an 18-yarder. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and that'll make this a 7-point game. So, Charles, I think from a defensive perspective, you have to look at that field goal there and consider it a win.
You were able to keep them within a touchdown, so no question about it. That was the kind of stand that keeps you in ball games.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. And now back out comes the offense. They have time here, partner, for just 1 final heat.
From the defense's perspective here, we know what they're going to do on offense. The Hail Mary, try and get guys down there and throw it in the end zone, tip it around and catch it.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, we saw a close game that kept us...